Okay, so seeing as recruiting Sane causes Carla to betray us, let's just kill him. Ah, that's so very satisfying. I hate you, Sane. I never used you in Fire Emblem 7, except that's a lie because I always use him in Fire Emblem 7. Okay, moving on. Where were we? All of the invisible enemies are dead. The pirates over here are dead. What's in the village? So I didn't make a money man joke this time around, but I certainly made an even worse joke. 1337 gold. I'm gonna send all of these guys to defend the castle, because it's gonna be necessary to defend the castle for reasons later. Now then, let's have a look over. Do you have... You don't. You gave the Firestone to that guy. So let's see here. We need to get rid of these shamans. Okay, that's done. Now if we visit this village spawns Kishuna. Now Kishuna is interesting. He does not have the magic seal ability active because in order to use that ability you must be an enemy. And I did include a talk event where if you talk to Kishuna, he will turn into an enemy. And then the magic seal will be active. So, it is actually best to take Kishuna, rescue him, and then put him someplace where he will be strategically helpful. Like, where his magic seal is put to effective use, basically. So, I think that's everybody. Okay. Fortunately, we're going to have to deal with these Swordmasters next, and it always gives me emulator lag right there. I'm sure you've heard me complain about emulator like a dozen times, and I'm probably going to lose that unit soon. Yes, there's a poison trap in front of the thing. So we will not rescue him, we will instead take him away from the poison trap, and I'm probably going to drop him, like, somewhere... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can tell that I already know what I'm doing here. Because I know what's going to happen later on in the submission, because I made it. I suppose that's actually an interesting way to design your chapter. To, like, have it so that knowing about events in the future means you can prepare for them in a way. I guess. I mean, I'm not sure how much of this is straight trial and error, or just me being... I'm not even sure what I'm talking about right now. It's been so frustrating to actually make this video. Anyhow, you visit this village, you recruit Fa, so that's who you were supposed to give the Firestone to. Oh, and recruiting her causes Anna to appear. So, Anna's interesting. Killing her causes a game over, and you can see that she's kind of trapped behind an enemy right now. But her stats are all also in the negatives. And that's an important point, because in GBA Fire Emblem, when you have negative stats, or stats above 31, suspending and resuming causes a stat change. So to avoid Anna being killed and causing a game over, what you do is you suspend... You resume, and now she's unkillable. Simple, huh? There's at least one other submission that is broken by suspending and resuming. It is a very difficult feature, I guess, to plan around, because very frequently suspending breaks things. Even stuff that you, like, I don't really get why it breaks it, but no matter. We have Fa now. Fa is very powerful once we give her that Dragon Stone. So, next turn we'll give it to her and let her take care of the Swordmasters, because they can't do a thing against her. I suppose you could also use Anna as a dodge tank, and I lost one of the mercenaries. Whatever. But there's another function and or purpose that Anna serves. So let's shoot this guy. And that wyvern does a lot of damage to us, so I will wait until a couple more turns later to do something about them. The audio glitches are driving me insane already, but now that we have money we can buy a Slim Lance for Yogi. Not that he'll use it. Alright, so... Oh, and suspending and resuming actually had one side effect I didn't know about until I replayed this. Where is... Yeah. You can see now that the green sniper now has, for some reason, 50-something constitution. So that means wherever we drop him, we can never pick him back up again, because apparently the troubadour can rescue somebody with 23 constitution, but not somebody with over 50. So I have no idea what's going on there. Fa goes ahead and takes those, and let me check the numbers actually. 13 attack because the Wo Dao has lots more crit, but it's been severely weakened. And 5 defense. That is actually not that good. We'll use her on the boss. And I guess we can allow Carla to deal with these Swordmasters. Show them who the real Swordmaster is, I suppose. So Glass is going to be the boss, and he's not very nice. The sniper can't really do much against him. So eventually this green general will be done. Or I suppose not, because now the shaman is retreating. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to whiff that one. Anyhow, we can now drop Kishuna where I want him to be. I'll talk to him on the next turn. That should heal his poison too, which is nice. Still can't reach the boss. Get rid of you. One whole res, I suppose. Did I give that chest key to Fa? I think I did. There's not really anything interesting in any of the chests. Eagler's not going to be in combat, so I guess I'll have him pick those up. Or I could even have just the troubadour pick them up. It'll have to be on next turn, though. Okay. Ah, a turn-based event. So yes, it seems Theodore lost his poison tome. This is a reference to another event that happens in Fire Emblem 4 and 5. It's a shame they don't turn it into a running gag in the rest of the series, honestly. Anyhow, if we find the book before he does, we can use it ourselves. Not that the book is particularly useful. You were scared for a moment, but that actually only does 1 damage, so it's not really a big deal. Okay. Talk to you, which activates the magic seal. Kishuna just says nothing when you do this. Worth noting that if you are in the magic seal zone, you cannot visit villages or houses, you can't use talk events. Very weird, actually, that they forbid you from using talk events. Like, it's probably a situation that never comes up, because I don't think you can get silenced in any map in vanilla Fire Emblem where you have a talk event. I could be wrong. So anyhow, Nick can talk to Anna for more in-jokes. And if you think those are bad, just take a wild guess how many times Camtasia has eaten this recording. I have absolutely no idea why Camtasia is being horrible to me. I have not used it for recording in... Well, every time I've used it to record, it's been perfectly alright. But now it's just starting to act up for no reason. Anyhow, Anna disappears as soon as you complete that talk event, so now I've got to get these guys to defend the castle. Or get back to defending the castle. Carla being down there is probably not a good idea, so... Left or right? Let's do... left. Oh, so useful! Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of the chests are joke items. I mean, the heavy spear isn't really a joke item, but consider, like... how useful has it ever been in any Fire Emblem? It's like one of the worst things ever. Okay, so we will have to... Oh, that crit rate is so high. Why don't we just let her sit there? Maybe we can get a hit here. Glass's quote is the same. Oh, he missed. Missing is actually good. And one of these generals is actually going to make it out alive? Is that for real? Well, eventually they're going to make it out for real. I normally never get these generals to live at all. Wow, a critical with the ballista. And his weapon level goes up. So that was actually pretty good. And there is, in fact, a poison trap in front of the castle, because I know where you're going to attack. It's totally obvious. Is that everything? I'm pretty sure that's everything. Let's get up here. Oh, that Luna, now that I think about it, is actually really useful for one thing in particular. I'm actually glad I got it. Don't go up there, you go up here. So Wallace moves out of the way. So this is what we call phoning in the plot and then just writing whatever random stuff comes to mind. This is me in 2011, people. Memes, every possible meme you can think of, all in one. Just... yeah, I would totally be okay with this dialogue, actually, if it were jokes that weren't internet memes, I guess, because I just pulled the quotes from anywhere now. But this sort of random humor, I think I've said it before, but this random humor, there's some charm to it, I'd say. Oh, we will enjoy the rest of the level. This, however, I would say this is the best joke in the entire hack, because I've turned the Wolf Guard from Fire Emblem 1 into Star Wolf, complete with the music, the quotes, everything. Oh, and this guy too. So yeah, Luis shows up on this house over here, and she is pinned by Pika Blue. That's a reference to some GameFAQs user slash webcomic character. I don't know. It's been so long. This is like 2000 early 2000s GameFAQs stuff. Anyhow, she's also got Vida to worry about, who is a Pegasus Knight, because, you know, just whatever random thing you want. So how do you get her out of this? Well, you just visit the house she spawned on. If you visited this house earlier, she's trapped there. And she gets a short bow, which in this hack is 1-2 range. Yeah, so now she can defend herself, but it is still helpful to have other units here to get her out of that situation, because if she dies, you lose Pent. Pent is very, very good, as I'm sure you know, and he still has that thing where if Luis dies, he does too. And he has the Starlight spell, which pierces defense. It doesn't have the animation from FE1, I'm sorry. So we're going to use Pent to deal with the Wolf Guard. And I suppose Carla could do something about them too. In fact, why don't we just sick our sniper on them? Because we don't need, well, we need Carla actually to get back up here quickly. Because we have a bunch of enemies, invisible enemies, random enemies, and a bunch of dragons. Yeah, that should be worth an oh shit or two. More dragons. Can't have a Fire Emblem without dragons. Right, Thracia 776? I got no idea what's up with his palette. Oh, I guess that guy's going down the tubes anyhow. Let's see how the sniper fares against these guys. Oh, I like these numbers. I like these numbers. Double? Yes. Of course, when Wolf dies, something else happens. Surprise! More audio glitches. So now you see what happens when they try to burn the village, because, like I said, I goofed up with the village, so they can't actually burn it. Anyhow, we should probably try and stop them from getting to us. So let's move you here. Oh, we have to help Luis. Well, hopefully Yogi gets there quick enough. We just have to equip the short bow and hope for the best, I suppose. Oh, right, he actually can't fight because I put the magic seal there, but they'll be lured out eventually, I suppose. Obviously, these guys can't reach. We can use the ballista on either them down there or the enemies up here, but I have to actually hit them. Okay, let's get Fa up here. She'll have to be our, she'll have to be the one to save us, I suppose. That is all of the moves I can make. So let's see how this turn goes. Yep, as you can see, no graphic for Burned Village. Ah, that's not good. Alright, so everything is okay so far. Also, if you don't know what their battle quotes is, yeah. Oh, goody. Well, this is going to be tight, but I'm pretty sure we can get through it. Wow, just had to miss that last one. Huh, generic archer? Pent can very easily deal with these guys. Just shoot you. 2. Let's hope Eagler doesn't get sniped by something. The secret shop is here, by the way, in case you were wondering. But there's nothing to buy, I don't think. Well, nothing good you could buy. I guess we're gonna have to hope for some luck here. Archer's gone. That guy's gone. Luis crits that guy, but Vida's still got her turn coming. We can do this without pen. It's perfectly okay. Because we've got... I mean, let's think about this. We've got Fa, we've got Carla. We still have a bunch of those moon swords. Ah, who am I kidding? We're totally boned, but let's keep going anyhow. Oh, jeez. Just hit him. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Gotta use the map to find any of the invisible enemies. I'll just let the dragons come to me. They don't have a crit rate, do they? Well, they have a decent one, I suppose. Alright, Carla, I guess you've got to deal with our little Wolfguard problem. And, can Yogi deal with Vita? Well, he won't take any damage at any rate. Nick has to deal with the bandits all on his own, I suppose. Wow! Nick, you got hit with a 26. Mage is gone. We're just losing them out here, aren't we? Okay, what now? That's a hit. This guy is just... okay, so he's not done yet. I'll get to this eventually. Wow, you missed an 86? Okay, that's him down. I didn't heal Fa, though. An emulator lag. Okay, so since I haven't healed Fa, we're going to have to... What are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do, but we're certainly not going to panic. At least Eagler can take hits from these guys. But Fa can't take any more hits, and that's really the problem. I guess I'll just use Dart as a meat shield. Yep. Sorry, Dart, but you weren't exactly useful for anything else. And he's actually blocking him, so that's good. Oh yeah, when you kill Bada, these two appear and they're in their wrong classes yet again. Mixing up Linus and Lloyd's classes is kind of a running gag in my submissions. Paul and Jasmine, however, are just a one-off thing. I never noticed how crazy their lips were. Can Carla get in there? She certainly can. Thank you. Perfect. Can you imagine if we promoted one of the generics? That would be hilarious. Oh, and that's lucky. Maybe we can get lucky here? Good, we can. Yeah, Nick might be on his way to promoting. Of course, if he has to get a little bit more lucky than he currently is right now. And this dragon is retreating, so... We will send Carla over there to deal with it. And I almost forgot. We eventually need to find a way to get to the spot where the book is. Because remember, we have to get it before, well, it's not vital to get it before Theodore gets it back. I mean, it's not really a threat. In fact, it probably makes him weaker. And then you get his nice, tome that he has. Alright, what can Fa do against these two? Fa's not that bad, but we'll leave her on the forest anyhow. We'll move Carla up here. Carla's going to deal with Wallace because you actually have to kill him in order to end the chapter anyways, because of I changed the chapter goal from Seize to Rout for reasons. And just a shot in the dark there. Alright, Nick, let's test your luck. Wow, very, very bad luck. Extremely, 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 extremely bad luck. I wish I could say something, but I really don't have anything at this point. Why am I doing this? It's probably just gonna get eaten anyways. I wish I had the X Reaver now. Okay, so he's not gonna get the... He did get it. Okay. Gotta do this or else she dies to the poison. Fancy that. Okay, so it's just Theodore left, and he has to deal with using that extremely awful spell. He died from poisoning. You don't see that every day. Everybody's poisoned. Just keep spreading the poison around. Let's get these guys away from the crazy man. Everything is going beautifully, and I say that without a hint of irony. Beautifully. Oh, there's just poison traps out of nowhere, aren't there? Oh, he got hit. I'm so shocked that he got hit. I'm not shocked that he got hit. Now I have nobody to heal. But he's at 2 health, so surely he will retreat. Did he retreat? He is. Okay, that's one of them dealt with. There's the other. Theodore, we're just going to let... isn't he... Did he use it? I don't think he used it. Where did it go? Is it still here? You were supposed to stand on the O in the LOL here, if you were wondering. You might not be able to see it because of the lame quality, but... He's dead. I'm just gonna get everyone over there and heal them. Does the vendor have anything? No, we can't. Even if I wanted to, there's nothing to sell. Okay. Yeah, these are fake credits. If you don't close that dialogue fast enough, then the font actually changes here, and I can't skip through this. So yeah, you've got to fight 10 Fire Emblem bosses in Fog of War. And one of them would have spawned on the middle castle, but since Kishuna is there, he doesn't spawn. Okay, so the final segment of this entire hack is to kill 10 bosses. You're supposed to find them in Fog of War first, but as you can see, Kishuna doesn't exactly interact with Fog of War very well, because even though the tiles look like they're visible, you can't see any of the enemies inside. I happen to know that there's an enemy right here. You can see Kishuna, though. And in fact, a boss was supposed to spawn on where I put Kishuna, but he's despawned now, so forget about him. And let's see here. Guess I'll just leave you here. We've got Carla, we've got Fa. We should be able to handle all of this, and let's just skip through all the enemy phases. Oh, hey, look! There's one of them right now. Go through all of that poisoning and animations and stuff. So yeah, they're supposed to be characters from previous Fire Emblem games, but not all of the portraits are actual portraits. Like this guy, for instance. Yeah, Reinhardt, the misspelled name Valkyrie. Please crit him. You did not crit him. Oh, you did crit him. Okay. Yes, this engine doesn't have skills. I forgot I put that as the death quote. Okay. So nobody should be able to make it to Carla and hurt her. Like, the most difficult enemy of the bunch is Ishtar, just because of her high skill. Because I made her tome accurate to Fire Emblem 4's Thorhammer, or Mjolnir, as it is now known, or Mjolnir, I don't know. Norse spelling. So, most of them are gonna crowd around that tent. And Denning's there too, of course. I had to pick Denning for the Fire Emblem 7 representative. This was back when there were only Fire Emblem games up to, I think, 12. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. I gotta remember where the fire traps are, but we need to heal Carla. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to just wait for everybody's health to recover, so, this could take a while. Let's see, Dart's okay, Fa's pretty much okay, we'll move her out. Now we sit and wait for Carla to... Oh, hello. There was somebody there. Well, bye, 313 Archer, you will be missed. So he's right here, and I know it's the warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6? That looks about right. Should I risk it? I think I will. Let's, keep you here. So he should go for... Yeah, it's Geb. All caps Geb, for some reason. Merlin's is gone. Should have checked out who was around there. So the boss that was despawned is Oliver, and it's a good thing I despawned him because he has a purge. Oh yeah, and this guy is supposed to be a stand-in for the Black Knight. But is he FE9 Black Knight or FE10 Black Knight? Was Oliver FE9 Oliver or FE10 Oliver? Okay, whatever, he's gone. Significantly more easy to kill, considering the lack of, you know, blessed armor or whatever the excuse was. So they're going to be coming after us now. So, better go back to healing. And, you know, I should really apologize. This segment is, oh yeah, you can kind of see them when they move around in there. Oh, hello. Somebody got poisoned. So yeah, there's the stat boosts. And the stats are they accurate to FE4? Well, I assume it didn't have a single point of crit. Okay, we're good. That's very easy if the poison damage lowers her health a little bit, so that was good. So now we just wait for the rest of them to come in, and you can kind of see them moving, actually. That's very strange. But oh well. They're gonna run straight into the poison traps and get weakened. Should move there. So it's... Oh, it's Denning. And he got a crit with a killer ballista that I gave him for some reason. But we're full on health, so we should be able to take him down. This guy is supposed to be Zeke from Fire Emblem Echoes. Do I take him with Eagler, or... Yeah, I take him with Carla. Alright. I wonder who's next. Denning again. He actually scored a hit with that killer ballista. I'm pretty sure I didn't give the killer ballista, like, a bunch of uses. That would really be bad if I did. Oh yeah, Garnif is from Fire Emblem 1. That tome of his makes him immune to anything except a defense-piercing weapon. So it's a good thing we have them. And in fact, his weapon is actually really bad anyways. The animation is the unused Idone Fire Breath from Fire Emblem 6. It's in Fire Emblem 7, but it's unused. And we also get the Falchion from him. It's useless, don't ever use it. So let's see here. Here's Hardin, he's got the Uber Spear. I'm surprised they didn't do something stupid with his name, like name him Hardon or something. Can Carla get rid of him? It's gonna be a risk. So I think what I will do is first take care of the random archer. Maybe try and bring Fa in here. Oh, he's gonna stand on the forest, of course. Where on earth could Denning be right now? Let's move over here to get him off the forest. Or he might go after... Yeah, he's gonna go for Eagler. Sorry, Eagler. This music is also, it's from Fire Emblem 6, but they put it in Fire Emblem 7 as a bonus. Oh, there he is. Good thing I didn't get ambushed by him. But he's out of Ballista, so now he's going to use... Oh no, a sound bug. How fabulous. Alright, so he's gone, and we... Oh, we did have a... Wow. Now we have the killer ballista. So yeah, if you still have one of your archers left, if 313 didn't take a critical from Geb, we could have used it. Alright, so now we need to get rid of you. I really don't like these odds. If Carla had just a little bit more health, then, you know, this would be a cinch. Crit, please. Oh, that's really the worst part of it, so... We have to rescue her, because I don't want her to... Oh! I lured him into the fire trap. So I put fire traps on random force tiles just to trip people up, and that's one of them. So I think if we just keep ending our turn here... Oh, he's in retreat mode now, actually. He's probably headed for the forts. Yeah, I see him. He wasn't in retreat mode. Okay, cool, whatever. Fa can handle everything from here on out. Why did he retreat? Have I mentioned my luck with this game is just awful? Okay, if Fa cannot handle the rest of the enemies, then I don't know what I'll do, but it's gonna take just a dozen more turns to get over there. Oh boy. Who's left besides, oh, you're gonna see some weird interactions with the fog here. In fact, when I move over to Kishuna... Yeah, now he can't be targeted, because he's technically hidden. This is a really weird interaction. It's pretty cool, though. When I get over to this space... Ta-da! Brenya. Who uses a meteor spell. So she's easy to deal with if you use the magic seal, but if you don't use the magic seal in the way I did, you have to deal with her meteors, you have to deal with a bunch of other stuff, and oh jeez. And now for the worst... Oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, this can't be real. Let's come back to that, actually. Okay, so these are pathetically easy to deal with. That too. All these level ups must be the result of Fa having like a low EXP value. Like, it's an internal value that certain enemies are like worth. Okay, so now that just leaves Kishuna, who I expected to have Carla's still alive, but that, you know, that turned out differently than I expected, so, well, let's just hope things work out the way I want them to. Good, this works. Okay, so it appears that when you have Fog of War and the Magic Seal effect, units that are standing in the Magic Seal, their vision actually toggles the visibility of tiles within the Magic Seal. Kishuna himself is visible if you don't have any units near him, but if a unit gets near him, then another unit needs to be near him. It's a weird thing. Okay, this is good. That is much more... I can deal with that. Thank goodness. When you kill all the enemies, it's over. Yeah, I win the game. That was so much more painful than it needed to be. But, you know what? Rondo of Madness, it's a pretty fun little game. There's, you know, playing through it over and over again, there were actually a lot of things you could do with it that I never thought about when I was creating it, and certainly not through all the years since then. There were some funny jokes, the randomness has a bit of charm to it. And the music is nice, even though it causes a bunch of sound bugs. Yeah, I can see why people would like this. Well, except for that, I don't know why anyone would tolerate You Are Winner. And then I throw in a sequel hook. The music is poorly timed with this, by the way, because you can skip the cutscene before the scare chord. Anyhow, that's Rondo of Madness. Thank you all for watching. I'm, you know, really nice submission in hindsight, but I think, you know, I've learned a lot more tricks. So if I ever made another submission like this instead of something like the future submissions I've made, which are much more logical and, like, designed, I think if a Rage Fest 6 come out, I would do something like this, but with all of the tricks that I've learned. So let's hope a Rage Fest 6 does happen. And I guess the next submission on my list is one that I'm not exactly proud of, but I'll play through it anyways, just because I should. So you can all see it, poke fun at it. See you then.